What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It's been a while, but I am back. So we got some news. So we're gonna start with the NBA first, okay? So on Monday, the Thunder and the Timberwolves battled. Thunder came out with a win. They lead the series 3-1. So now tonight in Oklahoma, the Thunder could easily get a win and go to the NBA Finals. This series, I thought both series were gonna go to 7 games. It still could. It still can. The Timberwolves. Excuse me. The Timberwolves. They just gotta put their act together. They gotta do more. They gotta get more buckets. They gotta get more points than the Thunder. The Thunder have been on a roll. They've pretty much have dominated half of this series, or pretty much all of this series. And that is crazy to say. And they are looking to go to the NBA Finals once again in a very long time. And that is good news for the NBA because you're going in a direction of younger teams going to the NBA Finals. But I mean, the Thunder are just I don't know what to say. I thought, okay, Thunder in Oklahoma for the 2 games, they would win it. And then Minnesota would win their 2 games because they're at home. But that's not the case. Thunder came into Minnesota, and then on Monday for game 4, Thunder got a win in the last seconds and beat the Timberwolves, which is insane to me because this is just insane to me because of the fact that I thought this series would go to 7 games, and it looks like tonight could be the night the Thunder just eliminate the Timberwolves. Excuse me. So that's gonna be a shocker if it does, because then the Thunder would go to the NBA Finals, and SGA. That's gonna be he's a real troublemaker for some NBA teams. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people complain about him going to the free throw line. But it is a free throw line. I mean, there's rules, and you gotta abide by them. And he is definitely. I mean, he's getting fouled, so he's going to the free throw line. I get it. People don't want to watch him go to the free throw line, but he is doing the rules, and he is, making those shots at the free throw line to get those points and to help the Thunder win. So you can't really go off on him like that. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Pacers have won their game last night. So they lead their series 3-1. And now tomorrow they will be in New York and will probably end the series in New York. That would be something to witness, is say, hey, New York fans, you guys wanted us, and now look at us. We're going to end the series in New York. That would be hilarious, in my opinion, to go to New York and to win. Excuse me again. So that would be funny. And then you got we could potentially have a Thunder and Pacers matchup this year, which in my book I did not have it written down. I did not think that these two teams would go to the NBA Finals. But again, there is 6 or 3 more games that they can win and go to game 7. So anything is possible, but the Knicks, I think the Knicks are definitely, the Knicks, I don't think are going to get the win. If they do get the win tomorrow, then it just goes back to Indiana, and the Pacers would probably win it there. Just like the Thunder, if the Minnesota gets the win tonight, they can win it at Minnesota. So that's what is it. That's what that is. So I really don't know. I think Thunder and Pacers are gonna go. I've been going with the Pacers for the Eastern Conference side for the whole playoffs. Obviously I'm a Warriors fan, so I had the Warriors, but that wasn't the case. So I got so but I have the Pacers for the Eastern, and I have the Pacers winning it because the Pacers are a low market team, and if they win the NBA championship, then they will definitely have businesses come to Indiana and look at them and be like, "Oh, this isn't a bad state," and then just like Kevin Durant, okay, or Giannis, Durant or Giannis could be like, "Oh, I want to go to Indiana. They have a roster built. They could come in and we can win another championship." That is what you have to look at it come this offseason for the NBA is there's going to be a lot of people, and I think Indiana is going to be a destination now where basketball players want to go to and spend half of their career because it is a good team. So, and they do have their team built the way they want it. Obviously Tyrese is the main guy, but you do have Miles Turner, you have Paul. I can't pronounce his last name, so my apologies. But you do have those three, and those are the big three in Indiana, and they know how to play ball. And then you have your bench, and so there you go. So NFL sides, yesterday or a couple days ago, it came revealed that Joey Bosa injured his calf in OTAs, and he will be back at training camp. So that right there is a good news for the Bills fans, but it does suck because Joey Bosa is injury prone, and to get injured in OTAs and then training camp is literally 2 months away, either a month or 2 months away. That is gonna suck. So now we got to keep an eye on that to see exactly how that injury is gonna affect him. Because if it's his calf, I believe years ago he did have injuries with his calf. So that is going to be something to watch out for, and hopefully he does not get injured again. But we don't know. Don't know how you get injured in OTAs because you don't do nothing. You don't put pads on, no nothing. So I don't know how he got injured. So it would be really cool to see how he got injured, and hear his side of the things. Then we're going to switch over to the movies, okay? So, we got some breaking news. We have a new James Bond, his name is Aaron Taylor Johnson. He is the new James Bond. The former actor, because as you know, the James Bond franchise has had so many actors for the James Bond movies. He does not want to play the James Bond because he is getting older, which I respect. Once you start getting older, you do not want to play the character no more. So I respect that. That is why Aaron Taylor Johnson took over the role. Yesterday or a couple days ago, I did see where he did sign a contract with something that all the James Bond actors have to sign. They have to sign with this team or something to be the next James Bond, and he did. So now it's going to be when is his movie debut for James Bond? That is going to be something and I can't wait to see how that franchise is going to work with him in it, and hopefully he could carry that legacy of James Bond. Continues. Another thing, Lilo and Stitch, Friday night, May 23rd, it came out, or Friday day it came out. I saw it that night. I like it. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I like it. I can't wait if there's going to be another movie coming or not. I can't wait for that. We got some other movies coming to theaters next week or this week and the rest of this year. But I'm really excited for some Scream 8 and then Scary Movie 6 next year. Scream 8 is coming out February or March of next year. And then Scary Movie 6 is coming out in June of that year. So that is going to be, I can't wait, because I'm a big fan of those two franchises. So I can't wait to see. We got news of who's all going to be in Scream 8, which is going to be Neve Campbell, the girl who played Sydney. Courtney Cox is possibly returning. Dewey, who I can't remember his real name, he's returning. Stu is returning. Matthew Lillard. The guy who played Roman in Scream 3 is returning. And then Billy is returning, which is all great. They're getting all the OG actors, and now it's is this the last Scream movie, or do we have more? Can't wait for that. Stranger Things is coming out in October or November of this year, which is the last season. Unfortunately, I do not want that show to end, but it will. It's a good show, but the actors, they're all getting older, and I get it. You don't want to play the role no more. I can't wait to see how that I can't wait to see how that ends, and how they wrap everything into one. Wednesday comes out in July. Jenny Ortega's TV show on Netflix. I have yet watched season 1, and I'm going to watch that. Hopefully, I've heard it's good. We will see. Squid Games is coming out next month, the final season 3. I have to finish season 2. So that is going to be another one that I have to watch and finish. But yeah, excuse me. That is the news I have for you guys today. Hopefully you liked it. And remember, tell me how you guys feel. Tell me your guys' favorite your favorite teams or whatnot, and I will talk about them. So that is all. And I have one more thing. Duck Dynasty, the show that I grew up on. Uncle Phil has sadly passed away. He passed away on Monday the 25th. Sunday the 25th. I cried. I'm still in denial that he actually passed away. When you grow up with a TV show and the actor or actress passes away, you do not want to believe it. And I do not want to believe it, because Uncle Phil was one of my favorite characters. He was up there. He was my third or second favorite. And unfortunately, he is not with us no more. And it does suck, because Duck Dynasty, the revival, is coming out soon. I believe it's next month. So I wonder if he recorded some scenes for that show, or if he did not. And it's going to be really weird watching it and knowing that Uncle Phil isn't going to be here anymore. But he is up in heaven looking down on his family and his fans. So, and like I said, it is really hard, because he was my childhood. And when your childhood starts passing away, it is really hard to accept the loss. Nobody wants to accept it. And I broke down and cried. So, but I hope y'all enjoy the show, enjoy the episode. Rest in peace to Uncle Phil. And I'll see y'all in the next one.